What is going on, everybody? Welcome to tonight's mystery knife giveaway live event. We just have one tonight. We actually had a knife donated. It's a cool one for sure. But I said I will absolutely give it away. And that's what we're going to do. So stick around. I think you'll be interested. Few new things out on the table tonight. And then a couple of not quite as new things, but definitely some interesting things for you guys to take a look at. Excuse me, un momento. I bought another sword because sometimes I do that. It is absolutely a cheap Amazon katana. There's not really going to be a way to... I'll tell you why I was intrigued by it. I'll tell you what stuck out here. I'll show it here in a sec. Every katana that I'm not a sword guy. I don't know a lot about swords, right? I know that there's cheap ones and expensive ones, and there's battle ready ones, and there's decorative ones, right? And then blah blah blah. Truthfully, if I'm gonna buy a sword, which I have multiple, I'm gonna buy something that's more European. I'm not really a katana person. But I feel like, I kind of feel like I should have one, right? I'm a blade person. So I thought, okay, fine. I'm not going to spend an enormous amount of money on something, but I do want it to be durable. So my goal was to find the least expensive, the best ratio between cost and durability out there. I've already owned the Cold Steel tactical or practical katana. And I gotta be honest, that thing is a real piece of junk. It felt like a toy. Absolutely. The blade was floppy. I was not a huge fan of that one. I gave that one away. The other thing that made me mad is they sent it to me unsharpened. So, boo on that thing. So I looked around, and the truth is that most of the katanas that I find anywhere are just a little bit too... They're a little too... like I'm living out an anime. I'm not interested in living out an anime, right? There's just too much, oh, you approaching me? There's too much of that in there. I just want something that kind of looks like a katana, but it's durable. I found exactly what I was looking for. I'm so happy. This is the plainest, most no-nonsense. It almost looks like a joke, but it's about as straight as it gets. It was called the, oh crap. What the heck is this thing? I forget because I immediately chopped the box up with it. The Musha katana? Tactical katana? I don't really care about that word. Anyways, here's what I'm talking about. You see this handle? Ain't nothing special going on here. We have Free State Fellow. Thanks for your donation. No! Don't buy swords from Amazon. Cult of Athena's sword. I know. But I didn't want to spend that much. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I just spent a lot of money on a custom knife. And so I got my knife fix, right? So this is kind of my extra stuff. What I'm doing here. So the reason I bought this, by the way, is so that I can beat the absolute beans out of it in my backyard and not care. This was about $70 on Amazon. The handle scales are injection mold plastic of some sort. I do not care. Literally, I literally plan to destroy the scales, and I will make my own at some point. This guard here is metal, apparently. Here's the thing I was interested in. The tang on this is ridiculously robust. This is about 1/4 inch, and it is not a little rat tang that goes through the center, right? No, it goes all the way around. The blade steel here is 1045, and honestly, it looks pretty good. I mean, the blade for $70, I was like, wow, the blade actually looks pretty good. And it's also fairly sharp. It's definitely not like, oh my gosh, hair splitting sharp or anything like that. But for $70 and how thick the tang is and how robust the tang is and the fact that it goes through the handle like this, I thought, yeah, great. The scabbard or whatever we call this, I don't know. It's made of wood. I don't really know anything. I'm not a sword, right? The whole idea here was I don't want to feel bad about beating the crap out of this thing in my backyard, so I'm gonna do that. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about this one for sure. It's not a katana. We have make way, the katana. Yes, the council of the katana, knowing. Bow down, peasants, move aside as the Katana Council approaches. Yes, the Dragon Clan of ancient wisdom. They know the ways of Googling things until they know basically whatever there is to know on Google. I don't care. I don't care. That's fine. You're gonna waste it on me, man. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get some old fruit and some, cans, and I'm gonna destroy it. Basically, that's what I'm gonna do. I don't care. But I know, anytime you talk, you can talk swords, right? But I've learned just from glancing at Reddit. Oh, I've learned if you say katana, you had better know. Oh, you had better know. They will jump on you. Don't care. I'm sure that there is. Here's the thing. I'm not mocking the craft. Obviously, the groups and the organizations out there that are making the real deal. Hats off to them. I'm sure that they are master craftsmen. But I am definitely not trying to subject myself to sword culture. I am a folding knife person, and personally, the enthusiast in me cares very little, right? If we're gonna contrast the extremes of the sword community with the extremes of the folding knife community. I just can't. Let's see here. What knife is given away? The knife that's being given away, as the title suggests, is a mystery. So you will have to wait. There is a sword community. Yeah. Actually, there's a lot of really beneficial information. Like it's just like the knife community. When you wade through all the nonsense and all the egos and all that, there's actually some really beneficial information there. I gotta say though, watching the videos, like, man, trying to get like reasonable information about that, I know I can't. Apparently, it's not actually a katana. Whatever. That bladed apparatus that I purchased off of Amazon. Trying to get just like no nonsense information about that from YouTube was really difficult. I found a lot of information of just like dudes in like button up colored shirts sitting on the couch being like, yes, as the taper is quite exquisite. Like more so like stroking their own ego about sword. And I was just like, oh my God, I don't care about how much, I'm not concerned with what level you are in your clan. I just want to know like, go out and, if I beat on a log with this thing for a while, is it going to snap and poke me in the chest? It was really hard. Some of those, I'm sure that my knife videos are very cringe to some people as well, but I couldn't make it through some of those. It was just really difficult. I finally found a guy that just seemed normal, and he was just approaching it from a practical standpoint, or as practical as you could, and it was informative. The irony of me coming down on that, right? Just to have a moment of self-awareness. The irony here is what's out on the table. I can't talk crap, right? I definitely cannot talk crap. Hold on. I want to see if there were any. Fedora. The fedora. I feel like I kind of feel like any katana you buy should come with a fedora, right? It should just come with it. Like it's like, are you sure? I feel like you might, like Amazon's like, you might also like people who bought Mushu Katana also bought fedora generic. Tony P, NDA Blue. Do you have any other knives that ping when opening like the Winterblade Cofactor? Yeah, Herman knives do that. I'm not going to dig it out because I have the Fat Boy case on top of the other, and I'm just being lazy. But Herman knives absolutely do that. Matthew Jensen. Is he the guy that's a little bit more built and a little bit less like, you know, a little bit less talking as if he was from another time? You know, I'm like, why do they all sound like they're from another? Yes, ancient, the ancient ways of old. And it's it's like, where did you get that accent, man? There was one guy who just seemed totally normal. Like in all the sword katana reviews, there was one guy that seemed totally normal, and I was like, all right. And you know, like, be who you want to be. I mean, I'm gonna judge it from my perspective, but I was like, man, this is really, you know, really hard for me to sit. It's as I'm sure it's difficult for some people to sit and listen to my voice sometimes, but I just couldn't do it. People who bought katana also purchased 24 pack of water bottles. Yeah. The funniest thing to me about, like, the most confusing thing to me is when relating to anime, I do not understand this. In all anime, katanas are the noisiest things that could exist. You would think that you were reloading a Gatling gun. If the protagonist, right? Because all the protagonists and all of the antagonists and their aunts and uncles and all of the dogs and cats and everybody, basically, if it's an anime, everybody has a katana. That's the first thing that I've noticed. The second thing is, I like some. I like One Punch. I like Dragon Ball Super, right? I like Castlevania. What a normie. I like, I don't know, I like Full Metal Alchemist. I haven't watched it all the way through. But what I've noticed is whoever it is that's holding the katana is very noisy. It's very clinkety-clankety, like it's being reloaded. If you move slightly north, south, east, or west, it is the noisiest thing. I find that ironic because usually the character is also, whoever it is that's wielding the katana is also kind of a stealthy character, right? But the thing that they're using is so annoying. It's like, why is it making so much noise? I don't understand. It's so ridiculous. What is that all about? It's just, as soon as he touches it, like he's about to unsheath it, and it's making so much noise. It's crazy. Patrick Dryling, welcome to the Knights Around Knights Razor Swords for Patrick. All hail. We have another member too. Sorry about that. Who else? ADHD Hobby Guy, welcome back to the Knights Around. See that green helmet there? Razors for both. Sound is better for creating suspense. I found that in reality, swords don't make a whole lot of noise. They just, it's almost kind of a thuddy, like dragging the face. I mean, it's exactly like what it is. You're dragging the face of the blade out of usually something that's made of wood. So it just sounds like plunk. It doesn't sound very cool. It also doesn't sing usually when you swing it, right? It's just more of a whoosh. But yeah. Let's see. What sneakers? Plain Jane dad Nikes. I'm rocking those dad Nikes. I also like to wear socks and slides. It's pretty. If you were to any time that I'm at my house, if we have in my garage, I'm most likely wearing two. They might both be black, but they'll likely be Adidas brand and not matching, and they'll be in classic Nike slides. That's most likely what's on my feet at my house. I'm not doing it right. Dude, what folder do you like that is displayed? I like everything that's out here. Hard to say which is my favorite. Well, the arch nemesis, but that's hardly fair, right? That's the crown jewel of the collection. But yeah, the arch nemesis. Flip the Beowulf. I can't really because it's not really. Let me pull the pin out. Like it's a grenade. I can't really flip it. You kind of have to two-hand it, right? It's pretty freaking huge. This is serial number 1. If we can see there. 001 of 250. This was actually sent to me by the designer, the owner of Midgard's Messer. So I'm pretty happy to have that one for sure. Yeah, it is. Midgard's Messer Beowulf. Mirage or Factor. I want to wait. So this is the Mirage. This thing has definitely got to work out. This has been in my pocket and has been being used nonstop. I love this thing. It's really fun, really fidgety. I think he needs a more powerful magnet. And if it was the case, because here's the thing, like I can whip it back close. I think even with a more powerful magnet, it would deploy faster. It would be a little bit more, I don't know, satisfying, but I could also still whip it closed. And he made mention in his notes, I can alter the power of the deployment with larger magnets or more powerful magnets. So he's obviously considering that. But that thing is really fun. I'm having a lot of fun EDCing that for sure. I read Beowulf in school years ago. I did too. I think most of us did. That was a fun. I remember actually paying attention when we were reading that. I think I read that as a junior in high school. And I remember thinking, oh, we're reading something that doesn't suck, you know? I had a hard time paying attention. Anything that I wasn't interested in, it just wasn't, you know, it's like knives. Glock shooter, thanks for donation. Hey, MC, what's that skinny blue guy, 6th from the right, bottom row? This is, I forget the name of the model. This is a button lock. These are made in the USA. They're semi-customs. Chapman Lake Knives. They made this one for me, actually, and put my logo on it. It has that sort of blue to purple anno that I really like, and two things interested in me. Well, 3 things. Number 1, they're making these in-house, all, you know, USA. Number 2, it's a button lock. And number 3, it is a very weird looking knife, which is interesting. I mean, my attention's going to be grabbed by anything that is very high quality and also kind of weird right now because we just see so much of the same thing. So Chapman Lake Knives, I think they only have 1 model. If you look them up, you're going to find this, but this is made extremely well. This is very high quality machining. Got a couple of critiques, but I'll save that for the review. Sugar Puff, welcome to the Knights of the Round. Knights raise your swords for Sugar Puff. All hail, Sugar Puff. There's 400 people in here. What's up, everybody? Thank you very much. If you want to join Knights of the Round like Sugar Puff, you can open up the description to this video and click on the second link in the description. You'll gain access to the badging system. You can see the little badges beside people's names in chat, and the sword emojis, which if you look closely, I'm sure you'll recognize. Is the mystery knife a knife Nick Shabazz signed Z Hunter? No, no, it's not. I think I have a Z Hunter around here somewhere, and if I don't, I need to ask Nick for another one. I need a Z Hunter in my collection. Oh, speaking of Nick and I have been, well, I'm going to be honest with you. What's coming up is something that I've been trying to make time for and haven't up until very recently. But we have something coming that we are going to do together that many of you will enjoy participating in. That's all that I can share right now. We have to get it finished and we have to be fully prepared and ready to go. But there is something coming, so stay tuned. And it's not like the April Fool's thing where it's not like something. It's an event. So yeah. Jesse Vincent, welcome to Knights Around. Knights raise your swords for Jesse. Group farting. Yeah, you guessed it. Dang it. Can't keep anything from you guys. It's hive mind. Design my own sword. don't know any. If I were to design my own, I don't know if anybody'd want to take on the project. Elijah, thanks for the donation. Hey, MC, I got my long-term grail this week, a Sugargroff 111, and I just had to tell someone. Thanks for the great content. Congrats, man. That's an awesome knife. Very cool. Pocket sword. You need more magnet knives? Yeah, I agree. Brian Winters, where you at, man? I only have, well, I gave away my other two magnet knives that were also by him. I just want, basically everything that Brian Winters makes, Winter Blade Co., everything that I want everything. I want all of his prototypes. Everything he makes is awesome. It just, I just, everything. He can't miss. The guy's a genius. QSP Penguin or QSP Hawk? I'd go with the Penguin. That's be me. Hey MC, which would you recommend, the Kaiser Cormorant or the Vosteed Thunderbird? I've never handled the Thunderbird. The Cormorant is a pretty cool knife. I don't like how far the button has to travel to disengage. It feels a little bit crunchy. But I don't know. Maybe I need to handle the Vosteed. I don't think I've ever handled a Vosteed. Penguin and brass all day. Okay. His website is showing the OTF prototype. I can't wait to handle that thing as soon as he's got it ready. Which Invictus do you want to see? I'll show them both. By the way, maybe they're still there, but if you guys have been waiting for a Terravantium Invictus, pretty sure Terrain 365 has these on their website. These are small batch. If you're curious, this knife is 100% rust proof. The blade is made of dendritic cobalt. It cannot rust. The scales are made of titanium. They cannot rust. The hardware is made of titanium. It cannot rust. Ceramic bearings caged in phosphor bronze. Nothing can rust. It can't rust. The blade is made in the USA. I don't know about the rest of the knife. So we have the Gathering Edition version of the ProTech Invictus, which is honestly one of the hardest firing autos in my collection. This thing, I mean, it shook the entire camera. I love the Prometheus Design Works Invictus design. And then I also have this, the Terrain 365 version, which is a titanium frame lock, and it's in Terravantium. I just am a huge fan of the Invictus. So, yeah, I like them both. This thing is seriously, this freaking Invictus. Ready? God! Thing is such a beast. I locked that one because it's kind of scary. All right, somebody was a new member here. Maverick Weigand, I'm sorry if I mispronounced your last name. Welcome to Knights Around Knights. Raise your swords. What's too young for a kid's first knife? Good question. I mean, ask a million people, get a million answers. I'll be honest with you. I was given my first pocket knife when I was 9, and I immediately did something stupid with it. And my dad did not give it back until I was 11. And even then, right? I mean, there's really a lot of hands-on. This is just my opinion. I'm not telling anybody how to parent. Because everybody's got their own. All kids are different, right? And how they absorb information, right? Parenting styles are different. So you do your own thing with your own kids. I was an untrustworthy 9-year-old with a pocket knife. And truthfully, I was an untrustworthy 11-year-old with a pocket knife. Despite my dad taking the time to teach me, taking the time to show me, and then saying, now give that back, you can't keep that, you know. I think it's one of those things where you have to spend a lot of time, you know, using it as a tool, right? Showing your son or daughter, hey, these are the types of things that you use a knife for, right? These are the types of things that you don't use a knife for. This is how it, you know, this is why you should carry it, etc. So I don't know. You have too many hinders anyway. You're now 30-something and untrustworthy with a knife. That's true. I did chop an iPad in half with a sword. I mean, I'm no better now, right? You don't want to take any advice from me. Yeah, the Null Knives Voodoo. How many people got one? I'm definitely getting one. Sorry, I definitely got one. It is definitely going to be part of my collection. I could not say no to that knife. What do I do for a living? I mean, I have a side gig for digital advertising. That's what I've always done. But I'm going to be honest with you guys. YouTube is kind of the main thing now. You know, nothing has really changed with my main occupation other than it's just one has become more of a primary means of providing for my family. So I get to do what I love every day. And I mean, it's no secret, this channel generates revenue, right? And it's like I've mentioned many times, I always tell my patrons when that time came, when the channel was self-sustaining, I told my patrons, hey, I appreciate all the help and support. But you know, we're at this crossroads now where you know, we're at a transitioning point where I want you guys to know that I'm not dependent on Patreon. And I said, anybody who doesn't want to continue to be here, or if you want to drop down to the $1 tier, you know, I always have a $1 tier, you can do that. And I said, I'm going to keep it open and keep doing the exclusive content, the knife sales, the giveaways. I'm going to do all that. But I just wanted to be clear and open. And the same way with everybody on the channel. I mean, yeah, this channel generates revenue. I also generate revenue from affiliate links. Don't want to hide anything. So yeah, but as the channel grew, all of that grew as well, right? So I'm still making the same amount of content, still doing exactly the same thing, but there's a lot more people watching now. So I'm just fortunate in that there are still people who want to support this channel. You guys here, the people who are members, are supporting this channel and helping me pay for things. And also, I mean, you know, I'm getting paid from this. So, and I think people have different feelings about how YouTubers get paid. The main thing is that I think it's good that we just be open about it, right? That way people can make the decision for themselves, right? Do I want to pay this guy more money who's already making money, right? You guys should be able to, you should have the information, be able to make those decisions for yourself. So if you've ever wondered, there's your answer. As long as we're open. Do you face a lot of demonetizing for knife content? So that's an interesting question. I got demonetized twice a long time ago, right around 50,000 subscribers. The algorithm goofed and mistook me for a channel that was producing firearms content, and they reversed it. And then their algorithm goofed again. And I was finally able to talk with somebody from YouTube, and they said, it's not your fault. We're going to get it reversed. This is a rare thing, apparently. They paid me back the ad revenue, which apparently is almost never something that YouTube does. And they said, sorry, we'll leave you alone. Your knife content is not harmful. You can be monetized. And they have left me alone ever since. It's been a year and a half since that happened. So yeah, it's really true. It really did. They basically were like, this was an accident. Here's your money back. I couldn't believe it. But that's what happened. So I mean, I didn't get a hold of YouTube. I got a hold of one of their, like, you know, partner manager people, you know? Instead of an automated email response, I got an actual person, finally. It just took a very long time. Yeah, they repaid 3 months, actually. What was your first non-budget knife? It was a Benchmade. It was the Benchmade Barrage. All black Tanto, straight, non-serrated, but it was an all black Tanto Barrage, 154 cm. You paid to ask a question and got ignored. You didn't get ignored. The chat's just moving really fast. Let me see here. What do you think is missing from YouTube knife content? Do you feel there is a niche idea that's an obvious hole in the YouTube knife world? If there was, I would definitely tackle it. I have attempted to, hit every corner of this, and as long as it's fun for me, because that's the main thing. I'm not going to create content that I don't enjoy creating. I'm not really sure what's missing. I think, this isn't going to be the most satisfying answer, but when the knife world churns out a new genre, like a truly new and more, as technology progresses, we're going to get more and more and more innovation into even simple things like pocket knives. And when the world of folding knives and fixed blades and stuff like that, actually, there's actually an evolution, then I think we might see, different things like that. I think that, VR channels are going to really be a huge thing, and I think they already are. But I think, properly edited first-person like knife use and tool use would be really interesting. And I think that there's a lot of room for comedy there, for sure, especially when people can, put on a VR helmet and experience what the content creator is also experiencing. Like, for example, if somebody decided to go on a hiking or camping or hunting trip and did the whole thing in first person, and you could experience that with that person in VR, I think that would be really interesting. I don't know about you guys, but I think that would be really cool. James Grider, thanks for your donation. We need more pocket carry fixed blade content. When I find something I think is cool, for sure. Noah, any direware? I absolutely plan to add a direware to my collection, but I have a few things that I'm going to be adding first. What is his name? Oh my gosh. Talking about big, crazy, overbuilt custom knives. Because I do have more of those coming. Well, you'll just have to wait. I got on the books with somebody who makes big, crazy monster knives, and I'm really excited. No, it's not Medford. I've got lots of there's lots of videos on my channel covering Medford. I feel like I've kind of experienced what I want to from Medford. Bottom row, fourth to the right. The hinderer. Wait till you see the other side. Also, this scale glows in the dark. Maybe we'll show that off here in a little bit. Andrew Lyon said, the wife says your content is very harmful to our savings, MC. Yeah, unfortunately, I am hated by wives everywhere. I'm not the biggest. I'm not the most popular with wives, for sure. What is my name? My name is Richard. What's my most expensive knife? The knife that's the most valuable is probably the Herman Dragonfly in Timascus and Damascus. I think that's $3,000. But I mean, if I were to auction my collection as Metal Complex, what would be the most valuable? That's really hard to say. I don't know. And that sounds like I'm tooting my own horn, but I'm just saying, like, if you were to, I don't know. If you want like most money in a knife, it's the Herman Dragonfly. Riley wants to know Flightanium versus Med and Boss. I love Flightanium, but they don't hold it. Med and Boss is on a whole different level, man. Like, that guy is custom making this stuff, and he's master craftsman. Flightanium's production, Med and Boss is custom. Do you have any heaters? I gotta be honest, I'm not really into the aesthetic. They're a bit too much for me. I can understand why some people might like them, but little bit too much for me. How much would you value your whole collection? No, I got to be honest with you. I've never actually sat down and thought about it. I don't want to, and I also don't really. Yeah, it's a lot. I don't know if I'm ready to face that. If I spent 500 on a knife, my wife would no longer be my wife. At one point, my wife said that too, until the channel started to be successful. But she did agree to buy one every year for our anniversary. That actually was a thing before the channel got started, which was pretty cool. So, I don't know if someone already asked, but what's with the red background on the thumbnail? You feeling all right? You want to know what the deal is with that? After making so many videos, I have noticed a correlation between engagement when it comes to color contrast, especially with my audience. And, you know, a lot of people are going to say, oh, so you're dipping into clickbait. If you're not aware, yes. I definitely want my thumbnails to look interesting, and I want people to click on them. Depending on how you define clickbait, that may or may not make you mad. But I think it would be stupid to create an unboxing video and be like, I am unboxing this knife. Here's the knife that I am unboxing. It will be a surprise to me, but you can see the knife in the thumbnail, so please click on this. That would be stupid. Of course, it's going to be enticing. When you watch the video, you don't know what it is, and I don't know what it is either. That's why people watch. But I've noticed that within these videos, there are certain times or certain types of thumbnails or styles of thumbnails combined with titles that people seem to interact with more. So I pushed that, and I found that red and white, people, that really, you know, and I think it's because we're trained to react to stop signs or warning labels, right? So when I do that, you know, sometimes if I really want people's attention for a certain knife, and I still mix it up. I have different backgrounds. I have a whole bunch of different materials. But I don't want all of my thumbnails looking exactly the same because I like to reach different audiences. But I ordered some red carbon fiber, and it really pops, especially when you up the contrast and saturation. It really is kind of explosive and attention grabbing. And I want people to watch my videos, you know. And I know that you guys don't watch all of them, but I want people to go, ooh, that looks interesting, you know. So, yeah. And again, I have a background in digital marketing, so I've made a lot of ads. So yeah. But you know, here's the thing. You can expect it's always the same thing, you know, whether you consider my thumbnails clickbait or not. It's the same thing every day. Knife review in the morning, and you know what it is because the knife is in the picture. Mystery unboxing in the afternoon. No matter how clickbaity the thumbnail is, you can guarantee it's going to be a knife that I probably don't know what it is yet, and you don't either. And we all get to experience it together, which is fun, right? I like just kind of being like, oh, here it is. What do I think? You know, sometimes it's great and sometimes it's not. So there you go. When I see thick, I click. You and me both, man. Yeah, I mean, absolutely. That's why restaurants use those colors, for sure. Any Crusader Forge. I got real close to a Crusader Forge, but I just, all I read about are problems with Crusader Forge, you know? So, just haven't yet. What is the 1/4 from the left on the bottom row? 1, 2, 3, 4. That is one of the most interesting knives of 2022, and it is the Reich Lamella, which initially looks like an integral, but it is in fact actually two pieces of titanium that are not sandwich or pillar construction. It's what I can only refer to as a sheath construction, which is very weird, and I promise to show how it comes apart when I actually do the video, but that's not the only thing that's interesting. The other thing that's interesting is, holy crap, how did they do this? This looks like it's actually from the future, from beyond, you know, our current time period where technology is capable of producing something like this. This is so far above and beyond. It is ridiculous. And it is not, what is this? All right, I'll give you one. Don't cannon blast the chat with emojis again. Jeez. But yeah, this is crazy. This is ridiculous. It was like $350, which is amazing. I really thought that would be way more expensive. Yeah, that's a Sid one is yeah, it's like they, I don't know. It just looks a lot more sleek. It's like the Terminator, like the first Terminator to the liquid Terminator, right? I thought it was a bot. I was like, man, only bots are using it. There's two people that use too many. There's two types of things, two types of entities that use too many emojis. Bots and people who are really, really frustrated. Number one sign you have definitely made somebody mad on the internet, too many laughing emojis in a row. If they use too many, especially the cry laugh emoji, if they do a whole bunch in a row, they're definitely angry. That's the best giveaway. You definitely ruin their day and they don't know what to do. Right? Um, Giving tonight all Z hunters. That's Nick's. That's not my thing. I don't do the Z hunter thing. I don't want to steal. I'm real close to his background now. I switch my background out a lot, but this perforated stuff is fairly close to Nick's. ProTech is a new budget brand. Not that I knew. Does ProTech have a less expensive brand that they're putting out? ProTech's definitely not a budget brand. Get G thank ye. G wow. Get G thank ye. All right. Thanks for your donation. Hey MC, best retailer for finding and hinder without a flipper tab. DLT trading. That's your best bet. And they are still few and far between. Yeah, the top right is a very expensive. I'll just tell you guys right now. Take a deep breath. This shaman cost me $1,150 to build. It is a Knife Center exclusive S90V shaman with zirconium Timascus scales that were not cheap. The scales alone were $800. Were they $850? Maybe this was $1,100. Oh yeah, and I also bought the clip, so a little bit there. But yeah, they are solid zircotite. And that was a weird chapter in my knife quest. I just was like, I want to build the weirdest shaman ever. Yeah. Yep, that knife is wife no more. Yeah, well, here's the thing. I mean, I generate content from the reason that my wife doesn't care is because I generate content with the stuff that I build, right? So anything that I do, literally anything that I do, anything that I buy is a tax write-off, and then I am turning right back around and making content out of it, which is generating additional revenue. So well, yes, that's what it costs. I mean, the actual cost to me is not like when everything evens out, it's nowhere near that, right? So it's not that I'm rich, it's that this all is like one big teeter-totter that balances out. And anybody who's, doing the same thing as me is doing it exactly the same way. Hey, we got people gifting memberships. That's awesome. Rustic Reds Leather gifted 10 memberships. Very cool. Make sure you guys raise your swords for Rustic Reds. You guys can do that by using the little thing under chat if you're on PC right now. The little dollar sign says show your support for Metal Complex. You don't have to gift me anything. You can gift other people memberships, but I'll be honest with you, I do benefit from that. But yeah, very cool. Did you get in on the Impulse pre-order? The Midgard's Viking V2 pre-order is open too. It is? They didn't even tell me. Well, now I know what I'm doing right after this live stream, or perhaps during the live stream. Dukes of Hazzard says that's a beautiful knife. Thank you. Do you like Civivi knives? I do. I do like Civivi knives. Oh, speaking of trucks, my tires. I bought my first brand new vehicle. Well, my first brand new vehicle. My wife has a vehicle too, but my first brand new vehicle I bought 2 years ago, and I drive a Ram Warlock, and I loved everything about it except for the stock tires that came on it. I could not wait for those things to die, and I finally put anybody who's bought a Ram knows that the factory tires that they put are on the trucks are garbage. And I got 20,000 miles out of those suckers before I finally was like, that's enough. It's basically illegal. I'm taking these things off and I'm putting some I put some real heavy tread tires on that thing, and it looks so much better now. I'm so happy. It looks awesome. Carco, thanks for donation. Blah, 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 blah. I don't need your silly patronage. Good try at reverse psychology, Rich. The levels of irony with that were, it's beautiful. Wonderful. That's great. All right. Has everybody entered? If you don't know what you're doing or you don't know how to enter over here, man, wow, you guys are being I just looked at the donations. You guys are being way too generous tonight, and I mean this. It's not a reverse psychology trick. Thank you. You really don't need to donate to me. Let me let me just give back. Really cool. Thank you very much, guys. Almost 600 people in here tonight. Awesome. Glad you guys are I'm hoping you're having a fun time. Hope you're not begrudgingly watching my live stream. But if you guys don't know what's going on, I'm giving away a knife I have yet to reveal. You need to make sure that you're subscribed, or I would at least appreciate it. Technically, you don't have to subscribe, but I would just like it if you did. Step 2, there's a link in the description. Open up the description, very first link. It says, enter here in all caps. Click on that link, watch a very short video, and then leave a comment under it. That's all you have to do. Ian Coates, is there any shame in the budget game? There's none. There is no shame whatsoever. In fact, I would recommend that you go through the budget game. I think that that's an amazing learning area. That's the best area to decide like what you look for in a knife. It's also a fantastic area to teach yourself how to sharpen. It's a fantastic area to teach yourself how to customize and whether or not you enjoy customizing your own stuff, right? That's a fantastic area. I recommend that everybody spend as much time there as possible. You might find that you don't need to leave. You might find that that's where you want to be, and you don't need to climb the ladder. Truthfully, nobody does. There are so many great choices out there for about $50. You technically don't need a better knife, I personally think the point of diminishing returns is the Ritter Hogue, which is a more expensive knife. But if your point of diminishing returns is about $50, then you stay there, Carco gifted 10 memberships. Very cool. Raise your swords for Carco. That was awesome. Very kind, very generous. I always prefer, if you're going to give me money, you might as well give some other people something else. Because, the channel's doing great. I appreciate the donations, but you might as well give to the people who are here. I'll give them something, right? But seriously, I do. Yeah, I don't want to diminish that. I do very much appreciate. I just want to be clear. I don't want anybody to think like I need your donations to keep the channel running. I appreciate it, but I just want to be. As the channel grows, I'm getting a little bit more. I just really want to make sure that everything is transparent. It's the worst thing that You see a lot of people getting taken down for not being transparent, and it is it's not important to be transparent just to cover your tracks. You should just be transparent all the time, not just because you can get in trouble if you're not. You should do it because it's the right thing to do. But as there are more eyes, yeah, definitely. There's a big focus right now from me, from my perspective. Like, I just need to make sure everybody knows what's going on all the time. So, Javier Garcia, welcome to Knights Around. Knights, raise your swords for Javier. Welcome to Knights Around. What's a good sharpener? I use a KME. I think there are definitely cheaper options, but I love my KME. I really do. Dukes of Hazzard, thanks for your donation. Between you and Jared, I'm able to pick up some good knives. Thanks for the content. Cool, man. Neves Knives makes awesome content, and Jared is definitely like, if you ever get tired of me, go watch Neves Knives, because they're, it's like they're definitely knife enthusiasts, but they have a slightly different way of enjoying it, and it's a nice, sometimes you got to take a break and watch different channels. Tri-State, awesome channel for sure. Dirk Warning, very good. Bees Blades is awesome. My favorites, my always, I love. I still love watching Nut and Fancy. I still love watching Jim Skelton. I watch Nick Shabazz all the time. I watch Pete, Cedric Aneda. Right? I love Advanced Knife Bro. All those guys. I wish that Frankie and Snuggle Bunny would do more content. I liked watching them too. Frankie and Birdshot. Love watching them. Take some time to watch as many channels as you can, because there's some great creators out there. Isn't that nice of Metal Complex to shout out other channels? Yeah, I'm sure it's obligatory. I mean, think whatever you want. That's what I actually think. Let's see. And 7 Ready. Yeah, absolutely. There's lots. Everyday Minimalist as well. Yeah, there's lots of them, right? What's next to the Shaman? That's the mini Viking, which is very much not. The mini Viking is actually thicker than the full size. The blade is the same, but the scales are thicker. This is actually a mini knife, which is hilarious because it's gigantic. This thing is a tank. Absolute tank. Oh, it's time to draw, isn't it? You know what? I gotta go to the bathroom. Sorry. You talk amongst yourselves. I'll be right back. All right. Happy to see that nobody left. Okay, let's see. Time to move the knives and reveal. Yes. Clear the smoke and draw the curtains. Watch. I don't have any creative dialogue or creative anything planned for it. Let me move this stuff out of the way. So we had somebody donate, and I'm not sure if I'm actually allowed to say the full name, so I'm going to say it's Tori. Donated this, and it's a knife that I very much enjoyed. Actually, I reviewed this. This is the Tempest Knives Pinion, which I really liked. This actually got a really, really great review on my channel. These things come in at about $84, I think. This is contoured micarta inset liner We have the wire clip, and then we have a very ergonomic, like as far as the transition from the scales to the blade, very ergonomic, stone-washed reverse Tanto 14C28N blade, runs on bearings, super duper easy to deploy. This was a really great offering from Tempest Knives. And so I thought, yeah, we should definitely give this away. And make sure you guys check out Tempest Knives has pinions in stock. So if you don't win tonight, make sure you check them out. They've got some of these in stock, and these are really great. If you don't, I mean, if you want to watch my review, you know, always try to be straightforward. I was not the biggest fan of his first design, but this one, if that was his first design, this one was really great. And I think the price point was very fair. It was much more accessible, just a better, all the way around, a better execution, right, of his vision, I think. So, and that'd be Casey Spiron. Is he in here? Oh, he's in here. Yeah, there he is right there. Knives Fast. Say what's up. Very cool. Here, hang on. Let's see here. How do I... Can I do... I wish I could select people to gift memberships to. I was going to do that, but oh well. Yes, very good dude. I've enjoyed talking with him. So make sure, guys, make sure it says how to enter. Make sure step 1, subscribe. Step 2, link in the description. Make sure that you're entered because we're going to draw. And somebody who has actually participated in the live stream tonight is going to win. So, memento. There's this. Copy that. And let me go to comment picker. Sorry, one sec. It just takes a sec. I'm not hip with it. I'm not up with the times. Okay. So, comment picker. Well, we're going to refresh the page so that you guys know we're on a fresh page. Oh, wait. This is for Facebook. We don't want Facebook. Comment picker has one for Facebook, one for YouTube, one for probably some other stuff. We need YouTube. There we go. There. YouTube. Random comment picker. Refresh the page. Zoom up. Right. Make sure you guys can see that. There it is. Here's the URL. Right. If you want to make sure that this is legit, make sure that URL actually takes you to the video you entered on, and I'm not trying to pull a fast one on anybody, right? Then you do that. You pause the video and you do that right now. For everybody else, we're going to filter duplicate users. That way, if you left 100 comments, it's not going to help you. What's 9 plus 7? I'm pretty sure it's 16. We're going to do get YouTube comments. Why is there an ad in the way? There we go. All right, so it's going to load up the number of comments, likely over 1,000. Usually it's 11 or 1,200. 995, 1,215 comments is what it says right there. So now we're going to move over here where it says start raffle and pick a winner. This is not a raffle. It's just the wording of the website. Nobody had to pay anything. You don't have to be a member. It's free to enter. If you're watching right now, you can enter. So the winner of the Tempest Knives pinion. Are you ready? There's a Walmart ad down there. It has nothing to do with my channel. The winner is Bruce Levering. He says, sharp content. I am addicted. Thank you, brother MC. Blessings to you and your family. Blessings to you, good sir. I love the channel or the profile logo there. Congratulations to Bruce Levering. You have won. We've gone 5 or 6 live streams in a row where the winner is actually here. Is Bruce here? We are overdue for the winner to not be here, unfortunately. But is he here? It's always about a 50-50, right? Or a 60-40 chance. Where you at, Bruce? Where you at, Bruce? Bruce Levering. Let me make sure his entire content is there. There we go. I'm not reading that comment out loud, Deadpool. Where's Bruce? It's all right. Bruce, when you see this, and Bruce only, I know there's a lot of you in here, so there's at least one person going, I think I could probably pull one over on Old Middle Complex if I just change my profile and name to appear the same. Yes, that should be enough to swindle him. Perhaps even... Yeah, you can try, but the end result is not great for you, so don't do it. If you are Bruce, however, please contact me at metalcomplex87@gmail.com. You'll obviously go through a little verification with me, one-on-one. But after that, I will mail this to you. If you contact me within 7 days, I will make sure that this is mailed to you. You'll have to give me your shipping information, etc. If he doesn't, then I'll choose a new winner. Let's see. No, I don't know. It said, did you watch the video? It said you have 7 days. You ding-dongs. He's not here. It's okay. He doesn't have to be, right? He's got 7 days to claim it. And if he doesn't claim it, then we pick a new winner. Dukes of Hazzard. Bruce? Anyone Bruce? He's not here. I always imagine when they come back to see like, I probably didn't, but I guess I should go check, right? It's like buying a lottery ticket and never going back to check and see if you won, right? Just have to imagine he comes back and he's like, holy crap, I won. Has anyone seen Bruce? No, there's no redraw. Stop calling for a redraw. You can all shout at me at the same time. I can no longer be bullied online. I've built up resiliency to it. Carco, thanks for your donation. Boop shirts. I don't know what that means. Okay. Actually having to be Bruce's younger. Oh my gosh. Okay. No, just do the charitable thing. That's all I asked. Yeah, I'm sure you will, Lawrence. No, it has to be him. It has to be him. And this is where people always get the bright idea to like try and copy the profile. Listen, whatever it is, whatever hacker skills you plan on implementing, it's not. I've got a pretty simple screening method. So far, it's pretty much impossible to get around. I'm just gonna say that. It's not possible, right? So don't pretend to be Bruce. And by that I mean like it's okay to joke around in chat, but I mean like don't actually send me an email and pretend to be Bruce. It's not a good idea. Get reconnected to life. I'm pissed I couldn't accept the membership. Why couldn't you accept the membership? The Powerball's at 825 million? I need to buy a lottery ticket. My rule is anytime it's over 500 million, I buy a ticket. Thoughts on the Black Micarta Action Knife Spire? I haven't actually seen it yet. I'll have to check that one out. Banhammer from who? Who needs a banhammer? I didn't see anybody. Is there somebody being sassy? Is someone being sassy? Who is it? Just say the name of the person. I don't know who it is. Now, I don't know who it actually, or you guys are just joking around. There's almost never someone in here causing problems. Oh, yeah. No. Yeah, it looked like they were joking. I don't know if you've already been asked this, but is the Strider you posted about built by Medford, is the Strider starting production back up? The 3/4 ARs are built by Medford. It's a Strider design, but they're produced by Medford. And it's the most preferable Medford knife, in my opinion. Josh Tabor gifted 20 memberships. Hey, wow, awesome. It pays to stick around, guys. Very cool. Extremely generous, Josh. Really appreciate that. Congrats to those of you who won a membership. People tend to do that towards the end of the live stream. The Metal Army has grown dramatically over the last, I think we doubled. I think it like doubled in size over the last month or two. Speaking of, this channel has gone through a very, very crazy month. The views on the channel are absolutely exploding. So I have a giveaway planned for 150,000 subscribers, which I assumed would be quite a ways away. In the last 30 days, the channel generated 14,000 subscribers, which is nowhere near what's normal. And wait for it, 4.1 million views. What is happening right now? Never in my wildest dreams. I couldn't believe it. It's like every few days it goes up higher. The algorithm's being very generous, but yeah, so party on, I guess. When we hit 150,000 subscribers, we're gonna do an epic giveaway. I have a few crazy things here, and I don't mean budget knives or even like kind of expensive knives. I mean I have some freaking crazy stuff to give away at 150,000 subscribers. So make sure that you're subscribed and paying attention, because seriously, I can't wait to show you guys what I'm giving away. Redeft content is Trace Boku 3. I do not understand, but I will take it as a compliment. Can someone point me to the overview of memberships? All new to me. If you open up the description to this video, the second link says become a member of my channel. You can click on that link, and what it should take you to is the banner of my page. If it does not actually take you to the membership dashboard, you'll need to look for a button that says join, and it is in blue. If you click on that, you'll have the option to join my channel. It's $1.99 a month. You'll gain access to the badging system, which will upgrade as time progresses. And you'll also gain access to the exclusive Excalibur emoji pack, which the Knights, I'm sure, will show off. John Bruns, thanks for your donation. Best entry point for quality Timascus, $250 to $600. Quality Timascus. I mean, you're looking at, honestly, Max Ace. Oh, we have a visitor. Probably, I mean, if that's what you're asking, probably. It's going to have to be a Chinese production. Oh my gosh. What are you doing? Did you guys... Okay, you scared me. Were you guys still watching your movie? Yeah. What did you watch?
Monsters Inc.
Monsters Inc.?
Yeah.
Who's your favorite character?
The blue guy was all cheating.
He was cheating?
Yeah.
The blue guy?
Yeah.
Did he win or did he lose?
He won, but now he lose because he cheated.
It was a less than fruitful victory?
Because the blue guy was mad because they were both fighting.
Oh, I see. Okay. What did you learn from this movie?
Well, Monsters Inc. has to go. Monsters Inc. is Mike, and his last name is Monsters Inc. And They had it to go.
Okay. Sounds like you got a lot out of it. What's up, dude? Does she need to go? Okay, go upstairs. Your brother says you gotta go. Thanks for stopping by. I'm glad you liked the movie.
I was gonna scare you.
I know you did. Okay, bye. Bye. Shut it. Oh, God. Oh, man. Whoa. Hold on. We got lots of donations here. Dukes of Hazzard. YouTube has replaced my TV since this. Yeah. I think a lot of people watch more YouTube. Lex Barber, thanks for donation. This is the place to be at a formal birthday day party. I got this Spectre V4 on deck in the soup pocket. Nice, awesome. Thanks for your donation. Very generous. Dukes of Hazzard. Watched Monsters Inc. so many times with the kids. Yeah, she's always good for a chat. Because you never know. She doesn't absorb things the way that adults do. She's at that age, so it's really funny to just ask her a bunch of questions and see what comes out. Let's see. Yeah, little kids describing like what they experienced with the movie is just really funny because they never really get the message. No, it's okay. I mean, yeah, I don't talk politics. I basically won't do anything about it unless somebody is just like trying to jam it down everyone's throat. But it's all right. All right. It's time to do mine. I gave away 5 before the live stream got started, but I'm going to do my own. I'm going to give 10 additional memberships away real quick. If you're one of the last 272 watching, I usually wait until, most of the population has dwindled. This seems to be the point where, this is about the population that continues to hang out at the end, which I very much appreciate. And that's exactly why I'm gifting memberships, because it's usually you guys who hang out like every single time. So 10 of you are about to win a membership. We just kind of recently started this tradition, so we're just going to keep doing it. It is totally random, and YouTube does it automatically. So it costs me $20 to do this, and then I get a bunch of it back. Not all of it, but I'm only actually spending like $7 or $8, I think. Or maybe I'm spending more. I'm not really sure, but it's worth it, right? And if you decide to keep up the membership, great. If you don't, that's also fine. But this is a gift from me to 10 of you for a month. So here we go. And MC, look at Nicholas Edwards' comment, please. I don't know where he is. Nicholas Edward, hey MC, not sure if you will see my message here, but I'm a longtime watcher and fan. You were the inspiration for me to start my own channel, talking about knives, of course. Small channel, but growing. That's awesome, Nicholas. What is the name of your channel? If you can tell me, I will make sure that everybody knows. And maybe we can get you a couple of extra subscribers tonight. Nicholas, what is the name of your channel? Tell us. I have an episode of the Great British Baking Show to watch, but I will wait for Nicholas. You dare. You put distance between me and the Great British Baking Show? How dare you, Nicholas? Oh, there he is. Just my name, Nicholas Edward. Okay, guys, there's 275 of you in here. I think expose yourself to more knife content. Go subscribe to Nicholas Edward. It's right there. Nicholas Edward, his name. Just type in his name, sort by channel, and subscribe. That's all you got to do. I wonder if I'm allowed to actually link in chat, in which case I will do that. Hold on. I know you guys aren't allowed to, but I think as the channel creator, it'll let me. Oh, such power. Such power to behold. Yes, I am mighty. Hang on. Yeah, see, there's another one, and he is a musician. So let's wonder if this is you. Ah, I found you. Okay, I'll subscribe. But I'm also going to take this and put it here. Yes. Does this work? There we go. Click on that and see if it, yes, behold my power. I can link things and you can't. What the smallest amount of power to go to somebody's head. It does work? Okay, good. Kind of missed this. Yeah, for sure, Nick. For sure. Just keep putting out quality content. Kind of missed the stream. Sorry, but did you get in on the voodoo drop? Yes, I did. Yes. I think I'm also gonna get in on. If you guys don't know, if you missed it, the KNP and Noel is doing a Sub-Zero and Scorpion themed Raiden, because Raiden, Mortal Kombat, etc. So I think Knife Nuts Podcast is doing an S90V and like Scorpion theme, so it's yellow Raiden and it's hand rubbed satin. And then Noel, I think, is going to put out a Sub-Zero themed voodoo. I said Raiden, it's the voodoo that's blue. So pretty cool if you missed it on that. So make sure, just go to Knife Nuts Podcast, go to their Instagram, and they made a post about it. So it's Ultim and S90V. You got auto-corrected to ultimately. Oh, man. Any suggestion on a bladeless multi-tool? I don't know many multi-tools that are bladeless. All of mine have blades. Is Bruce here? Is he here? Oh, the iPad turned off. Hold on. Bruce, you won. Is he here? Oh, there. Yeah, we'll just make sure that it's zoomed in, just in case he really is here. I have not sharpened the Paratherian Maximate yet. Is he actually here? I haven't seen him. I have not actually. Are you guys just pulling my leg? I don't see him. Are you guys pulling my leg? I don't see him. Where is he? Bruce is MIA. Yeah. Don't you fudge me. Don't you fudge with me, fools. All right? I have the power to post links in chat. Do you even know who you're messing with right now? You can't fathom the limitlessness of my power. I can post links. All right. All his power's got him at amount of control. There's basically no difference between me and Brawley at this point. We're basically the same person. Although I will give myself a slight advantage. It's just, I don't know. Just self-merit. Let's okay, guys, it's time for me to go. I need to help get the kids ready for bed. This was fun. Thank you again to the person who donated the knife. Make sure you guys check out Tempest Knives. There are more pinions available on his website. Really interesting stuff coming to the channel before the year's end, including probably a really gigantic giveaway at 150,000 subscribers. Thank you so much to everybody who has supported me. Congrats again to Bruce Levering for winning. Make sure that you contact me. I hope you all have an excellent rest of your evening and an excellent rest of your weekend. Bye.